Look, yeah, I promised a big special 350th episode, but I'm kind of recovering from a cold, so
We did something fun.
I need something easy. So, sex comedy. And this is one I've wanted to review for a while because I'm a part of some forums, and one of them is on this website called Blu-ray.com. And
Ba-da-da-ba-da.
there's this guy named B-Send, and one of his most requested movies for Blu-ray, in addition to Toys with Robin Williams, I think, and the TV show Unhappily Ever After, he wants this Malibu Bikini Shop. And I figured, well, it's a sex comedy. It's not too there's not too much blood and guts for you, so Malibu Bikini Shop. This is basically a Save the Rec Center like movie, which makes me think it makes me think the people on of this saw Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo and decided let's do that for a bikini shop. But what's weird is that this movie, the the famous title is Malibu Bikini Shop. On IMDb, it's Malibu Bikini Shop, but in the movie, it's just called The Bikini Shop. And the store in it is called Ida's Bikini Shop.
Yep.
So we've got a case of a prim and proper nice guy who he kind of looks like a young Bob Saget.
A college grad, yeah.
And then we've got kind of like the Stifler, slacker, party on Wayne Garth dude who's I can't remember
Just
his,
drink, eat, throw it all over.
just like stock California blonde haired dude, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so so they go to the graduate. He's about to get married to the whiniest woman on the planet. Oh my god! Imagine Marissa Tomei
My cousin Vivian.
from My Cousin Vinny if she was just obsessed with the wedding and and whined all the time. What color do you want for the ceremony? Ugh. Okay, imagine Pat from SNL. That's who she sounded like.
The brat. The rich brat.
Yeah, and I made the theory it's like cuz it seems if I were to guess the father just wants her to get married so that way she'll stop bothering him. She's
But
like,
she won't.
just marry somebody. I don't care. There's this guy named Warrenthal James. I'm sure you'll love him. Just hang out with
But
him.
they were only going to be a couple houses away, so
I thought they were
could...
going to live in their guest house.
Oh, so they
Because
could
they
have
talked about like
dinner.
having dinner every night.
Oh.
And she was like planning his life, so it was kind of like Saving Silverman or something.
Well, it's kind of like when he that rich woman and the guy came to look at the shop, and she was like telling him everything to do. Do this, straighten your ties, sit up straight. Blah, 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 blah.
So they go because Aunt Ida died and she wasn't that good with money, so this gigantic
Whatever.
mansion they have to live in.
Whatever was left in her estate was going to be divided to the college boy,
51% and 49% to the slacker.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me, so I know it's not the same thing, but there's more than a few parts where this reminded me of the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler movie Sisters.
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, you did. It was the what was it? It was that Hey One, Hey One one, and John Cena talked about having a lot of drugs, and there was like some music box that went up Ike Barinholtz's butt, and Bobby Moynihan was like the unfunny one.
Okay, that's enough. Enough
Now, do
about
you
that.
remember?
No, but that's enough about that.
They were
Can we get on with the movie
my
instead of
my
instead of
oh
examples
oh
like the
oh
movie?
okay. There was that scene where they were trying to like flirt with Ike Barinholtz. Tina Fey and Amy
Hmm.
Poehler were like, "That's a nice butt. That's a good butt. I want to get up in that butt."
No,
You don't remember
I
this?
don't think I saw it.
Yeah, you did. We reviewed it for Chris. We reviewed it in December.
I must not have liked it.
Yeah. Well, in that movie, Amy Poehler was playing like the straight-laced woman, and Tina Fey was playing like the slacker girl. That's kind of what this movie is. Where it's not super funny, but it does have a lot of nudity. And there was like one joke where it said KTNA radio, get a TNA. And I think I looked at I looked on IMDb, I think, of the names, and like one of the guys' names was Tom and the other one was like Anthony or something, so get a T and A. So anyway,
Can you talk about the movie?
I am.
No, you keep going off in tangents like this, like that, like this, like that. Oh, what?
So anyway, there starts to become a new relationship where the guy with with the annoying girlfriend suddenly falls for a girl named Ronnie, and we were thinking like, is that a nickname for Rhonda or something? Or
Maybe, I don't know.
because
It's not Ronald.
yeah, it was like, what girls are named
Mhm.
Ronnie?
Anybody that wants to be.
Your name is Kay. No one's gonna call you Choo Choo.
Okay, can we get on with it?
So anyway, because there's this mansion, the slacker guy try has the girls live with them, so that way they'll pay like $500 because it's like cheaper than their apartment or something.
Well, they couldn't afford their apartment. Their apartment rate
So
was going up.
so then the guy does all these like crazy things, like he installs like two-way mirrors so that way he can see the girl
In the bikini shop.
so that way he can see the bikini girls changing, which that's both a blessing and a curse, and if you know what I mean. Hmm?
I know what you mean because I watched the movie. Maybe you need to watch it so you know what he means. If you don't know
It's
what he
free on
means.
YouTube. Go ahead and watch it. There's
No, laptop.
I downloaded it from YouTube.
Okay.
What? It's not available on
Okay,
DVD.
please. Let's get this over with. Oh my
There's
God.
another part where they decide to do
Pulling teeth.
a bikini tanning contest.
Who had the best tan lines?
Yeah, and
that was going on when the second set of people wanted to buy the shop.
And that kind of got trouble because I feel like it would have kept going, but the reason why it was shut down was because one of the girls she popped her top, so to speak.
Because she wanted to show no tan lines.
Yeah, because she sunbathes au naturel. Uh, what's another? Basically, it becomes more of the straight-laced guy falling in love with Ronnie and falling out of love with the annoying chick.
Mm-hmm. But
And I'm not sexist because
okay,
say
stop.
Say it.
She was annoying.
See, people?
Ugh.
She said it, so I have a get out of jail free.
Stop.
Can you give me a get out of jail free card for saying she's annoying?
Whatever.
Okay, good.
Oh, come on. This is not that good of a movie to keep going on this long.
We've barely
Are
been
you
talking
going
for
to.
10 minutes.
It seems like forever. So, are you going to go to a certain point where they finally found a buyer for the shop and then he decided
Who
not to
the
sell?
and the person who they sell it to, he's kind of dressed like Doug Henning minus the mustache.
How do you say Hana Krishna or Krishna?
Hare Krishna?
No, whatever. Those people that wear the long draping because he wanted.
Buddhist?
No.
Hindu?
Whatever. Stop. No. They were popular in the 60s in New
Hippies.
York. No. Oh God.
Well, he
He
does
wanted
kind of
to.
look like a hippie. He's like, I just want this place turned into a yoga place where, you can just feel open your chakra and free love. So he kind of looks like Doug Henning, but in terms of hairstyle, but in face, he looks like Gene Wilder from Charlie and the from Willy Wonka, right?
Yeah.
So he buys it for like
60.
60,000,
Yes.
but but at that point when the girls find out that they're going to be unemployed, which I don't understand why they can't work at a yoga studio pretty much. He's like, okay, I'll buy it back. 66,000. And it's like, so much for that good karma. So now they need to come up with $6,000 and they need to come up with a way to do it in like 2 weeks. And the way they come up with it during one of like 4 or 5 music video montages, is to essentially make camouflage bikinis.
Because what's his
Camo
face?
is in or something. Oh, because they go to
They couldn't afford to buy fabric. They couldn't afford to have
so
people
they
sew it.
go to like a going out of business medical place or something.
Went to a medical supply place. He bought all the cotton that they had,
And it also
all
included
came
strings.
thread and needles. So they were busily sewing swimsuits via sewing machine, and then they got
But
shut
then
down.
it gets recalled by that girl and her and Daddy Warbucks.
For
Who's like,
being a sweatshop.
yeah, and it's like, how? So then they find out that the guy who went to college was like skilled in home economics or something.
So then they started hand sewing all the suits, and then they could sell them for more money because they were hand sewn.
Yeah, so they needed to sell 150, I think, which I wish we had looked up how much each one would cost then.
It was hand sewed. He said he could charge more.
So anyway, then there comes a bumbling cop, and then there's this movie. Yeah, it's a Save the Rec Center at a bikini store, but I kind of wished more of the movie took place inside the bikini store. Like if it was a case of like the up, if it had less scenes at the house and more scenes at the bikini shop, like essentially maybe like being like a like Clerks or something.
You would have liked that, wouldn't you?
I feel like you could have gotten like a lot of jokes, but in this it kind of got a little very serious. Yeah, it's a sex comedy, but I didn't really notice that many jokes, did you?
No. Except for what they played on the cops and stuff.
Yeah, there was that, and yeah, that was it. It's sex comedies can be funny. This one, I know it feels weird for me to complain about a sex comedy having not enough comedy. But I think this is another case of I'd love to see this movie get like a remake or a reboot. Uh, okay, another thing I was thinking of was what if you had like two horny like college kids having to run a bikini shop?
Well, the one was.
Yeah, but if you had two, then that, I don't know, maybe that'd be kind of funny or something. Or maybe if you had to have like girls run a bikini shop where one of them is just like, I hate being here, but I have to. I don't know, maybe that could work or something. Uh it's not one of the great 80s sex comedies, but it's not one of the bad ones either.
True, you could say that.
If I had to choose between this and other great 80s sex comedies like Death Nurse 1 and 2.
That's a sex comedy.
Okay, that's more of like a drama because it put me to sleep, even at double speed. Okay, I just wanted to mention that when I was like, what other sex comedies have I seen from the 80s? Back to the Future? Does that count? Well, this is a comedy, I think.
Right, but not a sex comedy.
Jaws.
Okay.
Jaws 3, I guess. I guess that is
Oh my
technically a
God.
comedy.
Okay, let's wrap this up, please. You're thinking too hard.
But yeah, this would. If I were to. I would say Arrow could probably release this on Blu ray. They're about the only company that releases sex comedies. They released Microwave Massacre and Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, so they'd release this.
Okay, maybe.
What'd you think? What did you think of it?
I thought it was okay. It wasn't the best. It made me laugh in some spots, and yeah.
But I can't remember any of the times that made me laugh.
Well, I think it was funny when he had her leave, or
Which
when
time?
he was daydreaming and she interrupted it. Ah!
Mm-hmm. Uh, got anything else or no?
No,
Would you recommend people watch this on YouTube for
if
free?
only if they wanted to. If you've got, how long was it? Hour and a half, 2 hours?
It was like an
7.
hour and a half including credits.
Okay.
Maybe an hour and 35 with credits, I don't know.
If you like bikinis, suntan, beaches, whatever, go ahead.
Join us next time where we're gonna watch a movie that Kay suggests.
Wow.
See ya!
Cool. Bye.